Hi guys, Sharper back once again with another Mint Inbox, and today we're going to be having a little showcase of the new Digimon Fusion line. Now, I've been out of the Digimon game for a very long time. I think I bowed out about Season 3, which was Digimon Tamers. I think there's been about 3 or 4 since then. But this is the new iteration, Digimon Fusion. So we've got a selection of toys to be looking at, and the very first one we'll be looking at is the DigiFusion Loader. Now this is the Digivice of the series, and right off the bat I kind of like it. It's perfectly suitable for a handheld device. I'm not so sure that I like the turn towards a non-Tamagotchi style Digivice, because way back when I was a kid, the Digivices were like Tamagotchis. They were virtual pets that you could interact with. This is a card-based touchscreen affair, and it's cool. I mean, I like the Shoutmon emblem on it. It looks like a microphone. It's nice and red. It's robust. But the main gimmick of this thing is, if we switch it on, are the cards. Now you get 5 cards with the DigiFusion Loader. You get Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Darulumon, Greymon, who's not quite as orange as I remember him, and Male Birdramon. Now, the basic gimmick of this is that you take the card, you take that, you slide it in, and then you activate it using the touchscreen effects. Now, if you can just see on the card, the little yellow spots are numbers that will correlate to a button combination. So for this one, we go, oh no, okay, that's not what I meant to type. Let's try that again. There we go. Now that kind of brings up a problem I have with this. The touch screen interface is very sensitive. Like when you're loading cards or just trying to type in the codes, it can slip or detect a different button, and that kind of ruins the effect for me. But you can happily, just in this mode, just go. Okay, I don't know what that is, but let's try it again. Right.
Team Blue Flare.
Team Blue Flare.
Legendary Digimon.
A legendary Digimon. Beelzemon! Yay! I remember Beelzemon, he was awesome. But through the various button combinations you get different Digimon. So you slide in this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ballistamon!
Yay! Try Darulumon. That works. Try Greymon. Cool. And finally, Male Birdramon. Oh,
Male Bertramon! Metal Greymon!
well, I inadvertently just showed you the fusion thing. So by typing in the codes for two Digimon, that was a disastrous slip of the tongue. But by typing in the codes for two different Digimon and digifusing them, you get a new unique monster. In this case, Greymon and Melburdramon become Metal Greymon, which if I remember was like an ultimate form, so I don't get how that works, but it's a new series, new rules. But I do know from my cursory look at this series that these three combine. So let's see if I can get that to work.
Digifusion!
That's the error noise. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Digifusion! 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 Shoutmon! Digifusion!
Right, let's load in Ballistamon.
Digifusion! Ballistamon! Shoutmon times 2!
So you got Sharpmon's second form, which he combines with Ballistamon. Now I think I get this right. You just slide in Darulamon.
Digifusion!
Yes, Digifusion, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Darulomon! Shoutmon times 3!
And there you go. Every toy in the new Digimon Fusion line includes a card that you can use to interact with this, and you can also interact with an app, and I've got that loaded on here. So let's see if we can get this to work. Oh, don't want to be plugging my favourite podcast, but as you can see it's right here. So we click on that. I haven't used this yet, so live fire, we'll see how it goes. It's just loading up now. You've got Shoutmon, the protagonist Mikey, and I believe Shoutmon times 3, which is the combination of Shoutmon, Darulamon and Ballistamon. Running through a tutorial. Okay, seems simple enough. I really hope this isn't copyrighted, otherwise I am going to be in trouble. That looks like a battle mode. Three D models look quite nice. And since we seem to have Shoutmon, let's just try loading someone else. From card. Off we pop. Right, I don't know whether that's a fault with the app or with my iPod Touch, because I don't have an iPhone that can't run it, but I don't seem to be able to get that to work. But regardless, even though this isn't a Virtual Pet Digivice, I kind of like it. It's got a unique system, the cards are fun, there's a lot of cross-play that you can have by having toys come with cards. I think Bandai does that quite well with the Power Rangers Megaforce line. Plenty of cards to be had there. The cards are slightly weird, not quite the usual card size I expect, but they have to load into this. I kind of like this. So let's have a quick play, see what other combos we can get. There we go. Let's try.
Legendary Digimon.
That's the legendary Digimon.
Team Midnight.
Team Midnight.
Team Fusion Fighters.
Team Fusion Fighters.
Team Fusion Fighters.
Team Fusion Fighters for a completely different combo.
Team Midnight.
Team Midnight for, I'm pretty sure, a different one. So let's try
Team Blue Flare.
Team Blue Flare.
Team Fusion Fighters.
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 Can I have a Digimon?
Team Blue Flare.
Digimon, please.
Legendary Digimon.
No, I want a named Digimon, please.
Team Fusion Fighters.
Nope.
Team Fusion Fighters. Legendary Digimon.
Nope. Okay, I think I'm going to call this section to a close. In conclusion, I think the Digifusion Loader is a pretty nifty little toy. And if you're a Digimon fan, you could have a lot of fun with this, collecting the cards and putting in the various combinations for some roleplay. The Fusion Loader retails at around $19.99. So you should be able to get a pretty decent deal on it. But for now, let's take a look at the rest of the line.